Quick disclaimer, yes, I'm standing in the rain. The video that I'm about to show you is on a 6.2 liter Escalade Misfire that came from one shop to my shop because my general manager took it to a guy that was having a hard time diagnosing it. This originally came in for a cylinder 4 misfire, but eventually it ended up developing multiple cylinder misfire because how it was starting and running. There's a P050D code in the computer, a P0300 code in the computer. Initially it was a P0304 code for just a cylinder 4 misfire. What ends up happening on these GMs from like 2014 to 2020, and it could even be later, is the injectors are terrible. Somewhere between, you know, like 80 and 100,000 miles. Typically I've been seeing it happen. This one didn't happen until around 135,000 miles. But the injectors start leaking and they hydrolock the cylinder. And there's a number of things that happen. Either you catch it before it fully hydrolocks the cylinder and it's just a real itty bitty tiny leak, or you catch it after and it's a really bad leak. It's hydrolocked the cylinder, it's messed up the camshaft, it's messed up the lifter, it's messed up the pushrod, it messed up the rocker. It could even bend a lot of, in a lot of cases, the piston bends. So yeah, just be careful. You know, if you change the ignition coil, spark plug, and all that other stuff, and it's still misfiring, chances are it was the injector to begin with. But these are notorious for injector problems more than they are anything else. And I've run into this situation in the last 6 months, about 4 different cases. One was a 5.3. The misfire had just started, and because the customer couldn't clear it up, they traded the truck in. It was like a 2017 Silverado with a P050D and a P0300 random cylinder misfire and P050D misfire on cold start. I went through and I replaced all the injectors. I don't do just the bank of the misfiring ones, I do all of them. And GM at the time had them on national back order, so I was able to go through AutoZone and find a company called Precision Engineering or something like that that refurbished GM injectors, and they sell you a brand new kit refurbished for like 650 bucks. I think you can find them anywhere between $550 and like $750 through AutoZone. Anyhow, that was the best case scenario. I ordered them, I put them in the vehicle, misfiring stopped, the vehicle ran great. The second vehicle I did it on, same thing. Put the injectors in, and that's all I needed. The vehicle ran great. The third vehicle went to GM because I got hurt on the job, and not only did it need an injector, it also needed the AFM lifter that collapsed underneath, because it was still misfiring after the injector was replaced. So then they had to pull the cylinder head and replace that lifter only. They got lucky. They caught it in enough time before it did damage. The fourth vehicle is this Escalade. This Escalade, obviously, I ended up with it. It had originally a cylinder 4 misfire for a leaky injector. The shop replaced the injector only, but they didn't check the mechanical side of it. It was still misfiring. So now you see me pull the valve cover, me get down inside it, and actually look at the mechanical side of it, and it was just destroyed. The rocker, the needle bearings came out of the rocker, the cylinder hydrolocked, the crank was still trying to turn, the cam was still trying to turn. It put pressure on the rocker arm that could not move because the cylinder was full of fuel and it was hydrolocked. So it takes the weakest link, which is the lifter, the push rod, and then probably the rocker as well, all at the same time. So the lifter shot apart, pieces down inside the engine, push rod broke and bent, and then the rocker itself shot the bearings out the side down into the cylinder. Now all that metal's inside that engine's screwed, needs to be replaced. Here's the video. Alright, little update on the 6.2 that came from another shop. It was an independent guy. He was having a hard time figuring out the cold start misfire. He diagnosed it as a leaky injector. He replaced the injector, it was still misfiring. Then he said that compression was still down on that cylinder. I did not find a compression problem with the cylinder. I did order injectors just as a precautionary because the TSB for P050D is replace that bank of injectors, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's what it is. So after talking to some GM friends online, they said don't put the injectors in there just yet. You open them, you own them, basically. At least if they're sealed, you can return them. Pull the valve cover off, because I reach out for some help because I don't do these all the time. I knew that it could be something more than the injectors, but after brainstorming, I was like, I had one recently where it was actually a lifter. The injector leaked so much that it caused the cylinder to hydrolock, and as the engine was trying to turn over, the number 7 is an AFM lifter on these, and it collapsed. So even after the GM dealer this is when I got hurt. I actually diagnosed the vehicle as a possible, it needs a possible engine, it could be a lifter, or it could be a leaky fuel injector. I couldn't finish the diagnosis because I actually got hurt on the vehicle and I was out for a month. So there was nobody here at the dealer that wanted to do the job. So it got sent down to the GM dealer, and they said, well, we can start with doing a bunch of diagnostics and try to figure out what it is, or we know that it's got a leaky injector. We can start with the injector, put that in there, and then start it back up and see where we need to go. So the dealer said, go ahead and do it. They put the injector in. It started to run a little better, but it wasn't perfectly fine. It wasn't, you know, it didn't actually do what it was supposed to do. And they said, no, something's still going on with it. Chances are what ended up happening is that fuel injector leaked down so much into that cylinder, it hydrolocked, and as it was trying to turn over, the AFM injector was the weak point, and it collapsed the lifter, and it never pumped back up because it's probably all jammed down in its side and all bound up. So we're going to pull the cylinder head, and since we caught it early enough, we can put a lifter in it. Probably didn't damage the camshaft or anything like that. Do an oil change, put a lifter in it, and it'll run like it's brand new, and sure enough it did. Well, this particular situation, this was misfiring like that. Like I said, the guy diagnosed it as a cylinder 4 misfire, leaky injector, replaced it, still wouldn't do anything, said it was low on compression. I did not see it low on compression. When I actually tested it out, it was actually perfect. No compression loss, no nothing, none of the valves leaking. The carbon buildup on these direct injection from 2014 up, GMs are an issue for sure. But after tearing the valve cover off to try to figure out, I was going to run the vehicle and watch the rockers to try to figure out, you know, if there's anything obvious that's wrong. And before I even got in here, look what I found. Well, before I even got into it, watch this. Let's go in here. The needle bearings are shot, and the push rod, the whole top of the push rod, if you look down below it, the tip of the push rod is gone. It's shredded. And then I was over here looking, and I was like, look at the little pocket of needle bearings I see down in this bore that's just shot out of the side and probably ended up in the bottom of this thing. Let me see if I can pull all the needle bearings out. Wow, look at that. Look at that. All that shit is down in that engine. See if I can get some more out of there real quick. I know there's got to be more in there. Yeah, it's not pulling anymore, but I can see it down in there. I can see there's a few more needles in there. I'm trying to get them to come out. What I want to know is, where did the end of the freaking rocker go? Or not the rocker, but the I want to know where the end of the the push rod went, because it ain't. I can't find it anywhere in here. Or maybe it's down here in this ball of goop that I'm about to pull out. Watch this. See, I ain't got nothing on it now, other than just that residual debris. Watch this chunk that comes out. It's all balled up. Nasty like. Some of it stayed in. Look at that. Look at that. Looks like that's where all the metal went, was right there in that hole. And it just kept chewing it up until it wasn't necessarily a chunk anymore. I see another needle in there. I'm trying to get it out. Come on. I wish I had a stronger magnet than this. This magnet is not as strong as it should be. Did I get it? I got some of the debris out of there. Well, there's the inside of the lifter. There's nothing left. The end cap, the clip, the spring, all that shit blown out of it. It's completely empty. And then here is, here the needle bearings are blown out of the rocker. Push rod is bent and cracked, and I found this piece right here down inside the bore hole of the push rod. I told him at this point he needs a fucking engine, man. There's no way we should try to save this.